Yes, sir.
State Senator Huron has called this a racist attack against her. How is this racist against her?
That's a good question, Andrew, because there are plenty of people of every. That's a tough one because we had. I don't even have to answer it because honestly, we had 16,000 people sign our thing, and I talked to a gentleman today, and he was a black gentleman who was a veteran, and he had an opinion. So this is not racist. This is constitutional.
Anthony, I don't even know how anyone could bring race into this. This is about people who live in Colorado wishing to exercise their Second Amendment rights as they have for how many years, God knows how many, but that's all this is about.
Yes, absolutely. You're completely correct. That's what this is about. It's about government overreach. It's about legislators not listening to their constituents and exercising the Second Amendment. You're completely right.
So where do you think we're going to see the vote fall? It looks like the Democrat turnout is not as strong as the Republican turnout.
Well, Andrew, that's not for lack of trying. Bill Clinton made a robocall last night to both districts, making the appeal to get out the vote. We were expecting something, but that was definitely a surprise to hear Bill Clinton pitching for the recalls.
Now, Anthony, there's been allegations of voter fraud. Are you getting outside groups trying to send people to the polls?
We've heard some isolated reports. As of yet, I don't know. I don't really have too much information on that.
Down in Pueblo and Huron's district, they are more concerned about those kind of things. A lot's being watched, but we're just trying to make sure that everyone gets one vote and no more than one vote.
See, I didn't know that Pueblo was considered that left wing because my wife's family from both sides are from there. I've been there. I mean, she seemed blindsided by this, but it seems like a place where people really do like their state. It's not Colorado Springs, is what I'm saying.
Right. No, you're right. There are a lot of hard-working people there and union members and whatnot. And hey, the union may have one stance, but I think they should check with their members. I think those guys really like to go hunting and like their guns.
Yeah, Anthony.
So
when did the unions become so far to the left on this stuff? I mean, I get it. Boulder's really to the left. But what is it Governor Hickenlooper said when he was mayor of Denver? It was something about the North counties and Wyoming, people holding some kind of belief system. I mean, when did these groups start getting so powerful on the ground on an issue like this? Because, again, I'm surprised to say this is Colorado. I mean, nobody thought this was going to happen.
Well, Andrew, it was actually, I didn't think they were prepared for this either. I think they overreached. I think this recall proves that the people of Colorado, when this came up, jammed the Capitol. Some guy rented a biplane. People were driving around the Capitol honking their horns. They overreached, and if anything, this proves that. The people of Colorado didn't get their voice, so I think they miscalculated.
All right, so Tim, if both these two are in fact recalled, what happens next?
Well, that's a good question. Both of them would be replaced by people who are on the ballot because you have to check yes, and then the second question asked is who would replace that person, and each one of the recalls has a person filling that role afterwards. The Senate would then have the Democrats would still have a one-seat majority. The part though is I think the lesson learned here is that you have to be accountable to your constituents. You can't say out loud, we don't care what our constituents think. That can't be done. That's the big lesson here. And that's why it's gone from Senate District 11 to Colorado to, in recent weeks, a national stage here where our media has picked way up. People say, wait, you're holding them accountable? You can do that? That's what this really is all about.